briefly, I want to touch on child neglect and parental negligence. Very brief, just a few questions, a few things for you to think about. If you have children, do you favor one child or the other? Do you have a chosen child or a child that you place higher than the other? Um, do you tell one child that they're better than the other? Would you sit back and watch your children fight over who has your favor and your grace to subject their siblings to do their bidding? Is there a child that you would treat as if they were more deserving of your love than the other child? Would you love one child more than you love the other child? Would you love a child less than you love the other child? Or would you love all your children equally? Would you not show favoritism? And would you treat them all equally? Would you not let them fight? Would you intervene and have your children come to a compromise without being subject or being forced to be subjected to do the bidding of the other child? And also, as a parent, would you send your child out to fight your battles? If you've had a lifelong enemy, and this is a very worthy enemy, a very challenging enemy, a very difficult enemy to defeat, would you send your son as a man to fight your enemy, to face your enemy? As a parent, would you send your child to fight your enemy, to face your enemy? Would you punish your children for a situation that you created? Would you allow your children to suffer unnecessarily? Would you allow your children to be put in harm's way without protecting them, without defending them? Would you place your children in a dangerous or harmful, potentially harmful or dangerous situation? If you found, as a parent, if you found that your child was in a harmful or dangerous or potentially harmful or potentially dangerous situation, would you get them out of that situation? Would you rescue them? Or would you sit back and watch and hope that they make the right choice and that they can get themselves out of that situation? A situation that they may have never faced before, but a situation that as a parent that you foreseen, that you seen coming. Would you have not prepared them? Would you have not fully equipped them to deal with, to handle that particular situation or any situation that may be similar to that? See, now again, initially the questions that I've asked, and you fill in your own blanks with your own answers, but initially the questions that I pose, that I ask are, if you have children, do you favor one child over the other? Do you have a chosen child that you place higher than the rest of the children? Do you tell one child that they're better than the others? And would you sit back and watch your children fight over who has your favor and your grace to subject their siblings into doing their bidding? Would you send your child to fight your battles? Would you allow your children to suffer unnecessarily? Would you punish your children for being in a situation that you created? Would you punish your children for the situation that you created? Those are the questions. Very simple, very brief. Now, after answering these questions, I want you to open up the Bible and read what will God do in the Bible. Will the God in the Bible allow his children to suffer unnecessarily? Will the God in the Bible punish his children for a situation that he created? Will the God in the Bible send his child to fight his battles with the enemy that existed long before his child? Or just any enemy, period? Is there a favorite children? Does God have favorite children? Does he have chosen children? Are there children that are placed higher than the rest? See, this is child neglect and parental negligence. But we tend to overlook it or ignore it because it comes in a book called Holy Bible, or a book called Holy Quran, or a book called Torah. Thinking outside the box is great, but eliminating the box in thinking is even greater. These are the boxes that we've been placed in, and we must escape. Free thought, thinking for yourself, being critical, analyzing all, questioning all, not relying on belief, but accumulating your own knowledge, your own wisdom and understanding of the inner and outer workings of the worlds around you. So with that, I say, wholeness, family. Rise and be greater.